Hi, I'm ZURINA binti Abdul Wahid, metric number 269322 from IPOH. PUIM Touch Rugby Clubs is the name of our rugby clubs. It stands for PUM 1 Malaysia Touch Rugby Club. Our clubs always hold friendly match between clubs. Our clubs also hold training session and league match 3 days a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Training started from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Sports Center Arena Ipoh. It's not limited to men. Women and children also can join our clubs and training session. Our clubs provides qualified coach who have extensive experience in the game. It's not just a touch, it's a game. Come and join us.
Hi guys, my name is Puteri ASRINA binti RIUL, nomor metrik 274763. I'm from PJJ Base Ipoh. So today I will share story related to rugby, sport, explain more about the sport and club, what is do. Most of our team are mixed, so it's just no for men. Do you have to be especially ethnic or coordinate because they are teams for all levels? There are also a code of substitution during the game, so if you are off breed, you can always rest and chat to be others on the bench. Play by two teams. Players from teams will attempt to score by kicking, dribbling a through, or carrying the ball. Carrying the ball, they can kick to get past to opponent goal or touch behind the opponent's line. The team that collects the most is the team that will be declared the winner of the match. Rugby is one of the rough and tough sports if it's seen through the naked eyes. But if the way to play is correct, the players will not be injured. On the other hand, rugby is one of the sports that shape a person's personality and even requires high discipline. Rugby is also considered a sport or game that is considered real man by some. During a match, someone who is a rugby player will consider the opposing teams as two enemies that needs to be ruled. But once the match is over, these two games are good friends. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Muhammad IZMIN HEDREE bin Muhammad GHAZALI, metric number 274316. I want to explain about touch rugby. A little bit about the origin of this rugby. Originated in Australia in 1960. It was used as a warm-up game. This touch rugby is suitable because it's not dangerous because it only uses touch body only. That is why it is called touch rugby. I also recommend for sports fans try touch rugby because the experience in the game is like physical strength with mental. This touch rugby is suitable for those who aspire to experience playing rugby like American football, and you can see in the television about the American football. It is very dangerous, right? So I hope people can join the touch rugby club to learn about rugby and experience rugby related. Finally, let's join us at rugby club. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jamilah binti Abdul Jamil. My metric number 274911. I want to talk about advantage and disadvantage of touch rugby. First, a practical way to stay active. A fast-paced, action-oriented sport, touch is a cool way to burn tons of calories while having fun. The game involves lots of running, moving, and other physical activities, which ensures players are getting in lots of workout time that keeps them fit. It also boosts bone and muscle strength and body coordination, all in a fun social atmosphere. Second, encourage positive attributes. The game of touch ingrains desirable traits such as honesty, especially in younger players. Since touch is more subtle than a tackle, the player tag will have to own up when touched. It also fosters team spirit among players. And finally, encourage discipline, which is a required character to succeed in the game. Third, social nature. There are few sports out there that rival touch regarding creating a sociable environment for new people to meet. One could find themselves playing in or against a mixed team of both men and women, young and old, and even strangers. It also provides a conducive environment for family bonding. You could play with and against members of your family, creating and sharing memorable moments with those you love and care about. Fourth, touch rugby leads to more attacking options. Most conventional rugby players say they see more attacking options after practicing which touch. Once tackling is removed during warm-ups, players have to rely on their skills to uncover other weaknesses, create gaps without the contact. This makes it much easier to unlock scoring chance once contact is reintroduced. Finally, touch helps to train, develop, and get young players interested in rugby, which is good for the game's long-term future. The disadvantage: it can get injuries are frequent. The probability of a player being injured in a season can be as high as 90% in some studies, depending on the definition used. The majority of injuries, at least 75%, occur during contact or collision, such as the tackle and the scrum. Because it is a collision sport, traumatic injuries do occur in rugby. They can include fracture bones, dislocate fingers and elbows, cuts, sprained ligaments, and strained tendons or muscle, and keep muscle bruises. There has been an increase of facial fractures, especially of the nose, because helmets are not worn. Knee injuries like medial collateral and anterior cruciate ligament sprains and meniscus tears can occur from contact forces or from rotational forces during a quick change of direction. Shoulder injuries from contact with other players or the ground can include sprains of the acromioclavicular joint or discolation of the glenohumeral joint. Because players do not wear any type of protective mask, cuts on the face are fairly common in rugby players. In addition, rugby tacklers can be injured just as easily as those being tackled due to the lack of protective body parts. Two-thirds of all concussions occur during the tackles, with one head injury or concussion per match in the community game and concussion common in the children's game. Traumatic and repetitive brain injury is a routine occurrence. Thank you.
Hi. I'm NURUL binti Muhammad MAHYUDIN, number metric 274560 from PACE IPOH. Touch rugby came into being in the 1950s, and its main feature is that it is a limited contact sport in contrast to rugby union. As its name suggests, touch rugby involves contact made with only minimum force. As a result, tackling is not permitted. It is this characteristic that makes it a mixed sport. Though often associated with five-a-side rugby, it is very different and is a sport in its own right, with its own international definition. In touch, rugby only 6 players per team are allowed on the pitch at any one time. There are a maximum of 14 players on one team, including replacement. The rules of touch rugby are more similar to those of rugby liga, of which it is a variation, than those of rugby union. Like, a, like all forms of rugby, the aim is to score more tries than the opposition. Ball carriers are touched by opposing players rather than tackled. They are brought to a halt whenever a touch is performed by a member of the defending team on any part of their body or on the ball. The team in possession has a set of 6 touches in which to score a try. If they do not score after 6 touches, they concede possession to the other team. In this type of rugby, kicking is not allowed. As in all other forms of the game, however, the ball cannot be passed forward. Touch rugby pitches are rectangular in shape and measure 70 times 50 meters. The ball is smaller than a conventional rugby ball, size 4 rather than 5, which makes it easier to handle. The playing time is 40 minutes, 2 halves of 20 minutes. 1 point is awarded for a try, though in mixed games, 2 points are awarded if the try is scored by a female player.
For the first time, this study provides a relevant match data that allow players to better understand the demand of main touch rugby by comparing elite and sub-elite standards, neutrally training to increase player capacity of player selection should be based on observed data from higher standard of competition in which player to wish to compete. This data suggests that performance in men's touch rugby is characterized by higher intensity runs and better repetitive spirit capacity in higher standard player. Therefore, players should emphasize the component a part of their adaptation program to better prepare for the competition. Like other team sport, touch rugby can also build self-confidence and mental as well as physical endurance. Rugby is one of the top-ranked touch sports if it is seen through the naked eye, but if the way to play is correct, the player will not be injured. On the other hand, rugby is one of the sport that shape a person personality and even require high discipline. Rugby is also considered a sport game that is considered real man by someone. During a match, someone who is a rugby player will consider their opposing team is a tough enemy who needs to be rocked, but once it match is over, their two teams are good friends. Furthermore, a better understanding of the factor influencing the exchange strategy will help optimize performance in multi-competition sports such as touch rugby. Even from different background, this is not obstacle to instilling
instilling the spirit sportsmanship, which the slogan mutual respect among the participants. That's all from me. Thank you.